What up YouTube, this is GeoSelfR1 and I'm coming to you with a follow-up update with the Slash two-wheel drive. And I have a few questions for my YouTube fans out there and what I've done with this RC as of late. So, as you can see, I finished up the wire mesh on the RC. Most of the RPM parts have been installed. I'm still missing the mud flaps that are back there. And the body mounts. I replaced, as you can see, I replaced the shock towers in the front. I still have to clean out a few things on this RC because this thing was pretty much a wreck when I got it. But I changed out the shocks as well. The shocks that were on there before were bent. So I had an extra pair laying around and I said, you know what, I'm going to change that out and see how it goes. So another thing that I added on to clean this RC up is, well, it took me a while to find this, is the receiver box. And I was able to acquire a receiver box available for it. So at this point, the RC is ready to be driven. But I still have a few more things to do with the RC. I have to switch out a lot of the screws to the RC screw kit because a lot of the screws that I found on this RC are rusted. So I will be changing that out as soon as possible. Other things that I'm going to be doing with this RC is, and give me your opinion of what do you think I should do. I was thinking about going with the Ford Raptor body for this two-wheel drive, raising it up a little bit and, you know, giving it a little bit maybe beefier tires and stuff like that. So give me your opinion of what you think I should do with that type of scheme. Should I come across and go with the Raptor body, or should I go with like another short course body? I'm not too sure which one I'm going to go with first. So other things that I need to acquire, I need to get a fan for the Valinian system. I do have to clean this Valinian system out as well. The transmission case is, I guess, is holding up. I was thinking about getting this chassis in gray. I don't know how many people feel about me having the blue chassis on there. So if I did do this in gray, this is a brand new chassis, what the hell am I going to do with, you know, this chassis as well? And if I do go with the gray, I'm probably going to go with gray wire mesh and just totally gray the whole thing out. So a few things are going through my mind of primarily what I'm going to be doing with this RC. But all in all, everything seems to be up and running correctly the way I want it to be. I did throw in the Slash rear RPM parts, but I noticed that the toe links may be different, so I'm not getting exactly what I need. It just stops at one point. It could be the drive shafts that are different sizes, or I'll check that out to see how it works out. But yeah, that's what I'm doing at this point. There's nothing really much that needs to be done but a few upgrades. I don't know if I'm throwing upgraded shocks on this or anything like that. This is kind of a little side project that I have. I'm not going to customize it as much as I did my Rally, but I am going to give it, you know, I am going to have this thing set up nicely to where it looks like it's one of my RCs. So yeah, give me your opinions of what you think I should do with this RC at this point. I don't know. I'm at a standstill. You know, I want to get the beefier tires. Should I go with the Raptor body? I am going with the mud flaps as well. Do I need to change in my steering? I'm not too sure. I have the stock one on there right now. I still got to clean out this bulkhead, which is filthy. I'm probably going to have to take apart the transmission case and get into all those gears, see what's going on with that. The receiver's already installed. The steering and everything else is installed with this RC. So I'm looking at something as almost a complete project at this point. So give me your opinion of, you know, I know a lot of you guys have the Slash two-wheel drives. So give me a few tips or tricks that I need to do. You know, I was thinking about throwing some lights in the front. You know, I'm not going to go too crazy with this RC, you know, and just try to get it up and running, doing a few bash things. I noticed a lot of the few bashes that I went on, I didn't see any Slash two-wheel drives. I saw a lot of Slash 4x4s. I don't recall me seeing a two-wheel drive over there. So I'm curious on how this thing would hold up to a two-wheel drive situation and see how it works, you know. I've never owned one. This is one of the last Traxxas vehicles that I never thought I was going to acquire, and I did. So we'll see how this little project turns out. For some reason, I think I need to raise the battery tray because this is pretty low, and I think it's ready for a humpback. So, yeah, little things here and there I just need to do with it. You know, acquiring parts has become more of a hassle than anything, for this thing. So we'll see how it works on. There's my update for the Slash 2-wheel drive LCG. Rate, comment, subscribe, and tell my fellas up in YouTube. Later. What up, YouTube? This is GeoCell1, and a lot of people have been asking me what has happened with the upgrades for the Rally. And primarily, I held it off for a little bit because I ended up acquiring a few parts on it. So let me lift open the lid and just show you what's going on. As you can see, that's my PlayStation body, which a lot of people are very interested in inquiring from me or making me make them one. So before I was presenting this video, I ended up taking off the Dusty Motors shroud from the unit that was initially attached over here because I wanted to go over a few things that were installed over there. And there go my little Debro body clip savers and stuff like that. So I want to go over a little bit what I've done with the RC and where am I at and the future upgrades for this RC. So if I'm repeating myself, terribly sorry. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. So as you all may know, on this RC, it's fully RC screwed out at this point, fully RPM'd out at this point. It does have a sway bar kit attached to it. I did do the wire mesh that goes all around it. RC screw kit all over this RC as well. I ended up going with the Proline shocks, the Power Strokes, with me acquiring, as you guys want me to know, most of my RCs do have this, and these are my shock covers. If you're interested in finding out where you can get the shock covers, you can go on eBay, type in Slash shock covers, or go on badhorsey.com and check them out as well. The wire mesh, people are going to ask me about the wire mesh. It's from TechFlex, and you should be able to acquire it on eBay as well. So, that being said, these are the things that I plan to acquire as of late with this RC. Now, on the bottom of it, I still have these stock, I think it's called the Bulkhead. I'm not too sure. I think it is the Bulkhead for the either the Slash 4x4 LCG or the Rally LCG Rally for the 1/10 scale. And I'm going to change this out and put the main RPM part that I have on that. And I already have it installed in my 4x4, and this is something that I was definitely looking to get into with this. Other things that I plan to do with this RC is I am going to get a chassis brace right dead smack in the middle. Also, another thing that I am going to acquire, which a lot of people, I've spoken to a few people and they told me, it's not a necessity for you to get, but I want to get it because it looks pretty cool when you take off the body, and it would be the roll cage from VG Racing. So hopefully I can acquire that as soon as possible. Other things that I plan to acquire with this RC, as you can see, I am running plastic drive shafts, and that needs to change. So hopefully sooner than later I can get, I'm not too sure. Some people swear on the MIPs. Other people are enjoying the Traxxas versions. One of my friends was like, yo, go techno. It all depends on primarily what I'm going to be setting this up for, because it's not going to be a heavy basher like the Slash 4x4 to where I'm going to take it on the track and it's going to be doing these huge jumps. That's one of the things that I didn't build this thing for, but I still do want it for durability. Now, that being said, I am going to switch out the servo on here. Reason being is I'm planning to do a lot of drifting with this RC, and I would think I need a stronger servo just to control everything on that. So that is going to be on a future upgrade. Now, a lot of people have been wondering if I'm going to put that type of servo from the recent waterproof servo that I bought from Savox, and I am not. I'm going to go with a different type of servo. This is not necessarily being a waterproof one, because I might change out the motor and the ESC and go with a Castle Creation setup to where I could have a 4-cell system. So these are the things that are rolling into my mind and wondering what I'm going to be doing. So Give me your opinions of what you think should be added into this RC, and hopefully I could add it on, and I'll mention your YouTube name out there. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and to all my fellas up in YouTube, later.